The Lord said, "Go out and stand on the mountain in the presence of the Lord, for the Lord is about to pass by." Then a great and powerful wind tore the mountains apart and shattered the rocks before the Lord, but the Lord was not in the wind. After the wind there was an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. After the earthquake came a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire came a gentle whisper. When Elijah heard it, he pulled his cloak up over his face, went out and stood at the mouth of the cave. Then a voice said to him, "What are you doing here, Elijah?" Hello, this is Kenny Underwood coming to you from 1 Minute Sermon. It's a great story. It comes from 1 Kings about Elijah when he was running from the evil one, Jezebel. He was held up in a cave, and God asked him, "What are you doing here?" Elijah replied that he'd been very zealous for the Lord and that the Israelites were after him and were going to kill him. God told him, "Go out and stand on the mountain in the presence of the Lord, for the Lord is about to pass by." God showed Elijah a powerful wind, an earthquake, and then a fire, but he chose not to speak to him through any of those manifestations. He decided to speak to him through a quiet and gentle voice. Recently in the news, our vice president was criticized for saying that he heard from God, that God spoke to him. He was called crazy, and people made fun of him. And I started thinking about it, and it's sort of comical. Should we be surprised that the world treated him like that? We should expect it, actually. Christ told us that if the world hates us, keep in mind that it hated him first. But I think, in fact, we should reach out to these people that criticize us for saying that we hear from God and try to explain to them how we hear from him and teach them that through our relationship with Christ, we do hear from God. He does speak to us. You know, he speaks to us through that gentle voice. He speaks to our heart. He speaks to us through his word. When we take time to read his word and to study his word, he speaks to us in other ways as well, through music and through nature. If we'll just take the time to listen. So I encourage you, take time to spend with God. He'll speak to us, he'll guide you, and he'll bless your life. And he'll also help you to set an example for those around us. There's your 1 Minute Sermon. God bless.